What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Third Gen Junkies. We're out here at a pick and pull, looking around trying to get some parts. I need some parts for Old Blue. My boss at my job needs some parts for one of his vehicles, and gotta pick up some parts for my buddy Chris. I'll be making a trip down there to see him. As you can tell, it's cold. It's not real cold, it's 35 degrees, but it's windy and it's currently snowing, so it's kind of crappy. Alright guys, I'm back. So mainly the purpose of this video is to show you guys coming out to pick and pull, you know, pulling stuff out of cars. Oh look, there's an LS 53 truck motor, 862 heads, garbage. But what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find the location. I think this is what I'm looking for right here. See in here. Yep, there it is. The horn. My horn on Old Blue decided to take a crap on me. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, so I decided I'm gonna come out to the junkyard and grab that. So right now I'm just inventorying what I'm looking for. Here's right here is a prime example of what I'm looking for. There's all this shit on it, but right here is the intermediate shaft, what we call steering shafts. I gotta grab as many as I can from the vehicles that are out here for Chris for a project he has coming up. And so right now I'm just basically inventorying where I need to go, what row they're in, and I work my way from the back of the junkyard to the front. So right now I'm just trying to inventory, see how many shafts are here, see how many parts are here. See, here's another one that's already stripped open. I think this is an Astro van or a Safari, I believe. If it is, yeah, it's a Safari, so that's two Astro shafts there. So 2 rows apart from the end, we got 2 Astro shafts. Usually when I'm out here, I usually tend to come across like 4 or 5, but I don't get out here all the time. It's right down the street, 10 minutes from my house, but I mean, it's crappy out and it's just horrible weather. So just take inventory first, see what all is out here. Let's see. And that horn that was on that truck was a whole lot worse than this one, so more than likely I'll come get this horn out of this burgundy one that's like 4 rows back, this burgundy Tahoe. I always like checking them out and looking around because like I was missing door speakers and Old Blue and some other things, and you know, it would be nice to actually have this, but it's sitting in water, so it's probably trash now, the actual stock radio, because I have an aftermarket in mine and I kind of don't like it. One piece of her hatch. Surprisingly, the calipers are still there. I'm going to take inventory of everything here, start my way from the back and work to the front like I usually do, and then start pulling everything off. Oh, Chevy, box Chevy. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's another thing too. On these, oh, here we go. Nice. Oh, this has got the old style. This one's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out, but I'll probably pull the whole steering column because this right here, this bearing on these old Astro vans are great for part of the project that Chris is doing. He'll be happy with that. So let's keep going. See what else is out here. This junkyard's pretty good. I mean, they're good about sectioning everything off to where all the Chevys over here, Fords over here, like most junkyards. But they tend to throw the vans and SUVs all together, so it becomes a mishmash, and you have to run around and see where everything is and what you're looking for. I've been dealing with this place for many years. I know the guys up front pretty well, so I usually get halfway decent prices. Let's see here. So I found 3 Astro shafts and a bearing, my horn, and got to keep an eye out for Cadillac Escalade rim and tire, even if it's a steel rim, for my boss for his truck, because he bought a hybrid and they don't come with a spare tire on them, which is crazy. You would think spending $80,000 on a brand new hybrid vehicle that it would come with a the spare tire, but I guess not. Oh, this truck's stripped down. This horn's easy to get to also. One bolt. It's kind of rusty. Oh, look. What's this? A 98 Astro van. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and it's got an Astro shaft. So, it's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 Astro shafts and a bearing. But the one with the bearing on it, I usually have to pull the steering column and lubricate it and scrape and do this, that, and the other, just to be able to get the damn bearing off of the steering shaft of the steering column. So that one might take a little longer. So far we got 4 Astro shafts and a bearing. We got the horn for old Blue, and let's see what else we can find. I love coming to the junkyard. The junkyard for me is like my vacation, the getaway. You know, and there's no rules to the junkyard, which almost all men know. And that's basically, you don't touch another man's tools unless you ask them. It don't matter if you see it sitting there, you don't touch another man's tools, period. You ask, common courtesy, usually they'll loan it to you. It's not a problem. But I always seem to run into people that think that it's okay to just walk up and take something without asking. Not out here too much. I really don't run into it out here. I've ran into it in the past. Wow. Every single Chevy truck with an LS53, it's all 862 heads. I haven't seen any 706s yet. It's odd. What do we have here? What is this? Oh, it's a 2500 van. Different steering shaft. The 1500 and the 2500, the 3500 vans are totally different from what you would find in an Astro van or a Safari van. So here's all the foreign cars over here. Up here. Let's see what's up here. I don't think I'm gonna end up getting a Escalade rim and tire. I mean, there's one, I think it's a Denali. I could possibly get a Denali rim and tire, and it would work fine for this truck. Now, obviously, since we're third gen junkies, you see, we got a couple guys and a woman out here. She might be one that's willing to help. Who knows? So what I'm looking for is all the Pontiacs and Chevys, old schools and new schools, are right here on the left. So what I'm looking for, as you know, being a third gen junkie, I'm looking for third or fourth gen Camaros or Firebirds, because sometimes you get good seats out of them, out of the fourth gens, to put into your third gen. They're a lot more comfortable, but it sure looks like there's not a big selection out here. I haven't seen anything yet. Usually I can spot them from the aisle, but I decided to cut through the middle of the rows to see if I can spot something. I was glancing earlier. Oh, there's a old school Nova down there. It looks like one of my old Grand Ams. But I don't see any third or fourth gens at all. Last time I was here, there was like a couple. There was a third gen Firebird and 2 fourth gen Camaros, but that was it, and they were pretty much picked clean. There's like nothing there on them worth taking. A few things that I knew a buddy needed, I took for him and bought them and gave them to him. But oh wait, there's a 4th gen Camaro. Ooh, a little slippery there. Let's see what we got here. 97, so more likely a V6. Oh, look, there's a purple 4th gen. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's got the really nice 30th anniversary front seats in it. The driver's side bolster shot, as usual. The driver's always trashed, and the passenger isn't. It's not ripped open or anything. I mean, it's just a little bit worn. Just got the padding is going on it, and they don't make 4th gen replacement padding for some odd reason yet, which they should have already done. I think they just let the upholstery shops just make them themselves and do it that way. And see, this is the seats like I had, the 2-tone tweed. As you can tell, foam is trashed, just gone. And I remember this car. This car was here the last time I was here. Same with that one over there. And the back window wasn't busted, so somebody was just being stupid and just busted the window for no damn reason, which makes no sense. But if I ain't mistaken, this is a V6 car. Yeah, 3.8 V6. And depending upon the year, it might have, if it's got the slots up top, which it does. These are like the LT1 fans. They're not worth even looking at, really. The one thing I do look at these cars a lot at is like the rear end's been taken out of this, but usually I look at the rear ends and whatnot, because sometimes they do have rear ends in them or exhaust on them, and it all, the 3rd and 4th gen exhaust and rear suspension, everything under a 4th gen is the exact same as a 3rd gen, and it all bolts up. So if there's aftermarket parts up under either of the cars, it's worth pulling them off, because you can get them for pennies on the dollar from here at the junkyard, as opposed to buying them new, and usually they're not in that bad of shape. So see, the hood's closed on it. Let's check this one out real quick. And then I gotta get to pulling these parts because Chris's house is about an hour drive, and I gotta get home and then take that trip and go see him. Wow, the hood shocks are really good on this, surprisingly. And let me see. Usually they're dead and you have to hold them up or prop them open, like most of these cars. I want to say. Let's pull this off and take a quick gander. No, it's got the slots in the top too. These are the, that's like an LT1 fans. I think it's the 99 and newer 4-gen Camaros actually have the LS1. Alright guys, I'm back. Got all the parts uninstalled from U-Pull-It, and got everything that I could. One of the shafts I was trying to get, I couldn't get off. It's been a pain, so I just left it. I was sick of tired of fighting with it, but I did get this stuff. I got the 3 Astro shafts and the horn for Old Blue. They didn't have any of the Cadillac rims or Denali rims. I guess they're real popular around here. But yeah, I got everything uninstalled, and here in a little bit I'm probably gonna go in the house, take a shower, change clothes because I'm wet and greasy, and change clothes and get ready to head down to Chris's house so I can take him his parts that he needed, and yeah, so I'll see you in a little bit.